Now, she's been boxing since the age of 10. Her daily routine consists of sparring against the lads in the boxing ring, as well as weight training, and that's just for starters. So ahead of the National Boxing Championships this weekend, I decided to go along to Bray Boxing Club down at Bray Harbour to see how world champion Katie Taylor prepares for her upcoming fights and to see if I've any chance of a boxing career in the future. I don't, of course. Let's have a look. I'm down in Bray Boxing Club and I'm wearing these gloves because I'm about to get into the ring with none other than world champion Katie Taylor. Let's see how I got on. And Katie's going to try and teach me the basics of boxing. Now, Katie, I obviously don't expect to become any good in the next 10 minutes, but you're going to show me some of the most important moves when you're in the ring.
Yeah, definitely just going to do a few of the basics, I suppose. And first of all, really, the most important punch of boxing is the jab. So, just a straight jab, and just
Good. Good. Good.
You are putting your glove out; it goes straight in.
Straight in. Yeah. So you're twisting your arm as you go out. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, you're going to show me a little move now to demonstrate footwork and a bit of a combination.
Yeah, so the most basic combination would be a left-right, so you're kind of stepping out again, so you're moving your legs in all the time, and that's it really, so and on your toes all the time. After that.
Good. Good.
Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your bitch bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart.
So, after my hard workout, I decided to talk to Katie about being a world champion and her dedication to boxing. Now, we've just seen Katie boxing and she's been training with her dad. And one of the things I wanted to ask you, Katie, was whenever we see you on the sofa on Ireland AM, you're such a gentle woman and you're very calm and polite and you just seem like one of the nicest people. But to box and to beat someone, you've got to get that aggression from somewhere. So what do you tap into to make you want to take someone else down in the ring?
I don't know really. I've been boxing since I was 10 years of age, so I think it's just so natural for me to get in there and box. And you don't have to be angry to go in and box. It's just a sport really. And
so you don't need to engage, you don't need to get that aggression up, because you know the way you see it, the men, they kind of eyeball each other up beforehand and it's this big kind of like who's angrier than who. You don't think that's part of it?
I don't think so, no. I think if I was angry going into the ring, that's when I'd make stupid mistakes really, and that's when I would probably get hit. I think you have to be so clear-minded when you get into the ring and so calm and relaxed, and it's a thinking match at the end of the day as well. So
it's like a chess game.
Yeah, that's it. So you have to be constantly thinking about what you have to do. And
so how do you prepare just before you go in the ring? Can you tell us all? Do you have little secret things that you do that you can reveal?
Well, I suppose just reading the Bible and listening to the same songs on my iPod and things like that. So
what songs do you listen to?
Just the Christian songs, worship songs I always listen to, and just reading the same Bible verses. And
what's your favourite Bible verse to read actually before you go in?
Psalm 18 would be my favourite Bible verse.
Just for those who mightn't be familiar with it.
Yeah, it's around 2 pages long, so I can't remember the whole.
Give us a little snippet.
A part of it goes, "It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He trains my hands for battle so that my arms can bend above bronze."
Well, that's very apt for going into the ring, isn't it?
Very appropriate, I think, for boxers and for people going into the battle ring.
Now, although Katie is coached by her father, Peter, boxing wasn't her first love when she was growing up.
No, I was never really interested in Katie boxing. She was more into the football at the time and athletics, so it was really by accident that she ended up boxing. We just used it for an extra bit of training. because you know, at the time, like I say, Katie was mad into soccer, so she just fell in love with it then, you know.
But even though she fell in love with you at the age of 10, you weren't thinking this is going to be her career.
No, because there was no female boxing at the time, so there was no career there for her, you know. So lucky enough, Katie's trailblazed it now that the years boxing there. We had a few battles to get female boxing recognised, but up to 15, Katie never boxed against a female. She'd only boxed on club exhibitions against boys, and so there was no pathway there for her anyway. So.
And it's no wonder that Katie is as strong and competitive as she is. She's been sparring against the lads for most of her career.
Yeah, I still spar with the lads and train with the lads all the time, so I think that's really made a big difference to me as well, kind of training with the men all the time.
Exactly what training does she have to go through to get match ready? Like if she's coming up to a big match, what amount of time, and from the point of view of eating, you know, it really is all consuming, isn't it?
Katie has to train between 10 and 12 sessions a week, so 2 to 3 times a day sometimes, you know. So, and she trains Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, rests Thursday and Friday and Saturday. She trains as well twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. So.
And is it hard being dad and trainer? Like if she's kind of going, oh, my leg's killing me, stop, Dad, or is that when you know you can push it further because you have that extra special bond?
Yeah, Katie never really complains about anything, and she just, if I say to her, we're running today, and she'll go running, and okay, she gets on. I think I can read her now, and I think that's why we've got such a good relationship.
What's been the toughest thing Katie's ever had to do, whether it's physically or mentally, from your perspective as her coach? What was the big hurdle in her life to date, if she's had one?
I think earlier on last year, and on Katie's, she'd gone a run. I think it was 70 fights without defeat, and to go out to Czech Republic and get beaten, and to come back the way she did, come back to win the World Championships. And the training just took off even bigger than, you know. It was the determination she showed after the defeat was unbelievable.
She has got incredible mental strength. Like, do you actively build that? What do you do to build that up, or do you think that's part of who you are?
I think that's part of who we are. I think Katie, when she was doing athletics when she was 11, all the kids would be running around enjoying the athletics. She was there to win, and like, no, I'll enjoy this when I've won, and that's it. And that's the way she's always been. And
are you like that in all? Like, if I played Cluedo with you now, do you want to win? Like, are you really competitive by nature? Do you think it is part of your character?
I think it is, yeah. I've always kind of grown up like that, and whatever I'm into, whatever sport I'm into, or whatever I'm playing, I always want to win. And just.
And how do you feel when you lose then? Does it hurt big time?
Yeah, as my dad said, when I lost that fight the last time, it really took a lot out of me. I think it was really hard to take at the time, and just the support that everyone gave me then afterwards, my family, and that's really what brought me back up again. And
what do you do after a lot? I mean, do you get angry and throw things, or do you cry? Or I mean, how do you express that?
I think I just cried for hours and hours afterwards.
Did you?
Yeah, you're all right.
So you cried for hours and hours?
Yeah, I think it was just hard to get over, even when I was thinking about it afterwards. And
does it still gets you thinking about it now?
It does, yeah. But that's what makes a champion, really, coming back from those defeats. And the athletes who I look up to, like Sonia O'Sullivan and Derval O'Rourke and Bernard Dunn, all those athletes have all came back from setbacks, and I'd like to think that I have the same, you know, mental strength as them, and it makes you who you are, really, at the end of the day.
Now, we were talking about training earlier on, Katie, and I want to go back to the training because Katie has to lose about half a stone. Where it's going to come from, I don't know. There's not a pick on her. But, I mean, it is really physically demanding what Katie does. I mean, she really does have to push herself. And I know she smiles and there's never a complaint out of her, as you've said, but it is a huge ask.
Well, it's your lifestyle. It's, you know, it's your life. So, you know, you've got to build everything around boxing, and I think as a family we've done that with Katie's career. We've built everything around boxing, and that's it. You know, it's a lifestyle you've got to live. You know, there's no point in between contests. Katie ballooning up to 70 kilo, and I'm trying to lose 10 kilos. She's always 2 or 3 kilo just over the weight.
Do you react as a father? Do you ever go, get off her?
I do.
Sometimes. You said he does. Has he ever pulled anyone off you?
Oh no, he's never pulled anyone off me, but I think he does get nervous, like gets more nervous than anyone else every time I'm in the ring. So it's just, he is my father, so that's first and foremost, he is my father. And
And when it comes to having a relationship outside of the sport, is that possible? Do you have the emotional space to give time to that?
Well, it is possible if you wanted to, I suppose, but I'm just always so focused on my boxing, and it's hard to kind of step away from that sometimes. And
you don't want to dilute the focus.
that's it, really. I'd probably be up for murder, I think, if I ever did get a boyfriend. God help him, really. But at the moment, I'm just training and boxing, and it's hard to fit anything else in, really, at the moment.
And finally, what we all want to know is London 2012. Is Katie already preparing for it?
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal for us. Just obviously got to qualify first and do the best we can. As Katie does the best she can, and that's all we can do. No matter what happens now, nobody can take away the achievements she has done, you know. But
You're very, very proud of her, aren't you?
It's unbelievable what she's done, and you know, the Olympics is what we're aiming for, and that's his ambition. But you know, we're not focusing on it too much. We're focusing on going to Bulgaria now in a few weeks, focusing on the national championships and one contest at a time, and then we'll look to the next contest after that, you know.
Is that how you take it, Katie, contest by contest? Or at the back of your mind, is the Olympics always hovering around there?
I suppose the Olympics is always kind of at the back of my mind. It's always been our main goal, but as my dad said, we just take one competition at a time, and I don't think about it too much. Like the Olympics, I never really kind of think about that too much, so I just have to take
So you don't have daydreams where you're up there getting the gold medal?
Well, I do have daydreams every day, I think. But other than that, I don't think about it too much.